Hook. Imagine this, you're 69, widowed and finally tasting freedom. Decades of penny pinching have culminated in your dream. A quaint country cottage bought with your $5,000 life savings. Blooming gardens await your touch, sun-drenched rooms promise serenity, and the quiet hum of independence replaces the clamor of city life near entitled relatives. This haven is yours alone, pure unfiltered bliss. But the illusion shatters with a phone ring. Your daughter, Rebecca, declares an imminent arrival. Her plus 20 in-laws for a 2-week vacation. No invitation, just commands. Ready rooms, whip up meals, stock towels, it's family. Your cozy 2-bedroom transforms into a gratis inn. Empty fridge, sparse wallet. Yet they demand gourmet spreads, barbecues, baby supplies, brews. Children ravage your fledgling plants. Grown-ups nitpick your meager offerings while claiming your bed. Pulse racing, you dash to the market, squandering $240 on staples. Home descends into mayhem. Diapers swapped on your table, coolers crammed in your fridge, pleas for Wi-Fi and games. Banished to the couch, body sore, spirit weary, you're branded selfish for lacking abundance. Family duty, they insist, siphoning your funds and fortitude. Yet a breaking point arrives. Indignation flares amid the turmoil. Consulting a lawyer, you forge terms, compensate or vacate. Pandemonium ensues. Sobs, intimidations, manipulations. Dad would be horrified, they wail. Unyielding, you reclaim your worth. This narrative of manipulation morphing into might chronicles Mary's evolution from pushover to protector of her tranquility. A home invasion sparks emancipation. Would you tolerate or terminate? Plunge into the saga of one senior's defiant no that redefines boundaries. Full story. Mary Albright's fingers quivered with a mix of excitement and nervousness as she inserted the key into the lock of her new country cottage. The metal turned smoothly, the door creaking open to reveal a space that was entirely her own. At 69, after enduring 45 years of marriage filled with compromises and 2 harrowing years mourning her husband Thomas's death, this was her triumph. The $5,000 she'd amassed through relentless frugality, foregoing restaurant meals, patching worn garments, opting for home-brewed tea over store-bought luxuries, had secured this modest haven. Selling the cramped city apartment had been the final step, freeing her from the proximity to relatives who saw her as a convenient resource rather than a person. Inside, the air carried the crisp aroma of fresh paint and polished wood floors. The living room, though sparse, felt inviting. A second-hand sofa in soft beige, a sturdy coffee table scarred from previous lives, and large windows framing the undulating fields beyond. The kitchen was compact but functional. A gas stove, a humming refrigerator, and enough counter space for her simple meals. Upstairs, the master bedroom boasted a view of the backyard garden, where she'd spent the early morning planting potted basil, thyme, and a few vibrant marigolds. For the first time since her wedding day, Mary answered to no one. No shared schedules, no obligatory family dinners. This was freedom, raw and exhilarating. She paused in front of the bathroom mirror, wiping away a tear that traced her wrinkled cheek. "You've earned this, Mary," she murmured to her reflection, her voice echoing softly in the empty house. The morning unfolded in peaceful rituals, unpacking Thomas's cherished books onto a small shelf, positioning her favorite rocking chair by the window for evening reads, and folding fresh linens onto the bed. Breakfast was simple, scrambled eggs with toast, eaten at the kitchen table while birds chirped a welcoming chorus outside. She tended to her plants, her mind wandering to future harvests. Juicy tomatoes for salads, fragrant roses to brighten her days, maybe even a patch of carrots and beans. Life, finally, dictated by her whims alone. The tranquility shattered when her phone buzzed in the master bedroom closet, where she was arranging her modest wardrobe. Rebecca's name illuminated the screen, sparking a hopeful smile. Her daughter, now 42 and married to David, had a brood of her own, but their relationship had grown strained. Mary anticipated well wishes, despite Rebecca's earlier protests. "Mom, buying that house is foolish. Stay in the apartment near us, we need you accessible. Accessible for emergency childcare, quick loans during tight months, or last-minute hosting of family events. Rarely for genuine companionship." "Hello, my darling," Mary greeted, infusing her tone with unwavering maternal affection. "Mom, brace yourself. In an hour, I'm arriving with 20 from David's clan. Prepare meals for all, Set up sleeping arrangements. We'll be there 2 weeks. Rebecca's voice was brisk, devoid of warmth or inquiry, shaped by years of orchestrating her household, and it seemed her mother's existence. The announcement landed like a physical blow, Mary's breath catching. 20 people? Rebecca, I only settled in yesterday. This place is tiny, just 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. I have no provisions, barely any food. Stop exaggerating, Mom. They're family now. David's cousin Emily with her 4 little ones, his brother Noah, wife, and those energetic twins, plus Aunts Carol and Beth with their families. It's vacation season. They require a cost-free retreat. Your new spot fits perfectly. But space is non-existent. Floors for sleeping? I can't. Enough excuses. Family means duty. Why splurge on that house if not to share with us? Selfishness doesn't suit you. Rush, fresh towels for everyone, snacks for the return trip. The kids are eager for lake swims. Later. The call ended abruptly. Mary's hand shook, the phone slipping slightly. Her newfound joy evaporated, supplanted by dread. 20 intruders in her sacred space? Her refrigerator held mere essentials. A few eggs, milk, tomatoes from the market. Cabinets. A can of beans, tuna, half a bag of rice. Plates for 4 at most. Her wallet. A scant $300 until her next pension deposit. Sustaining 20 for 2 weeks? Impossible. Deeper pain stemmed from Rebecca's presumption, treating Mary's home as collective property. Echoes of past oversteps resurfaced. Post Thomas's funeral, Rebecca arriving with boxes, discarding his books without consent. Simplify at your age, Mom. The heirloom gold watch vanished into better hands. When the apartment sold, Rebecca pushed for the funds. Let me invest. You're clueless about money. Mary's refusal prompted a punitive month of radio silence. Tears cascaded as Mary gazed at her garden, envisioning its impending destruction under careless feet. She collapsed onto the bed, selected for serene book-filled mornings, the burden of perpetual compliance crushing her. She'd always yielded, dropping plans for babysitting, extending unpaid loans, accommodating David's boisterous pals for sports weekends, cooking and cleaning tirelessly. It wards off your loneliness, Rebecca would quip, framing Mary's independence as a defect. With 50 minutes dwindling, Mary seized her purse and keys. The supermarket drive blurred through anxious thoughts. She navigated aisles frantically, prioritizing economy. Bulk rice, beans, pasta, budget tomato sauce, assorted vegetables, discounted bread. No indulgences, just survival rations. Checkout. $240 depleted. Her buffer nearly erased. Home with 20 minutes, she ignited the stove, boiling pots, canning openers flying, vegetables diced amid sobs of fury and despair. How had she devolved into this perpetual enabler? Thomas had buffered such intrusions, but his absence left her vulnerable. Vehicles roared up, 3 cars brimming with life. Children's shrieks pierced the air. Adults chattered jovially, hauling luggage as if at a luxury getaway. Rebecca orchestrated. Mom, assist with the suitcases. Emily cradling her infant. Such a delightful home. The children will adore it. You've prepared ample food, right? We're ravenous post-journey. Noah thumped her shoulder. In-law, this screams holiday haven. Meal prepped? Twins are famished. Mary dished out her efforts. Rice, pasta, sauce. Proper plates for 8. Improvisations, bowls, mugs, a pot cover for the remainder. Mortifying. This is everything? No protein. Noah griped, prodding his share disdainfully. David. Acceptable, Mary, but more effort next time. Family deserves better stocking. A twin piped up. Grandma, video games like the other grandparents have? Cable? Wi-Fi setup? Sorry, dear. Fresh move, no installations yet. He sulked. So dull. 2 weeks of what? Emily diapered the baby atop the dining table, thrusting a scribbled list. Fetch these Townside diapers, formula, sunscreen, bug spray, kids shampoo, soap, laundry detergent. Underpacked for the duration. Items galore. Estimated cost. Another $200. Mary's final funds. Emily, post-purchase, I'm strapped. Hush the drama. Essentials won't bankrupt you. Family first. Paul. Fridge room for our brews and munchies. He evicted her groceries unceremoniously. Children stormed the garden, flattening her tender tomato sprouts. "Watch out," Mary implored. "Allow their play," Noah roared. "Country escape for liberty." In the kitchen, Rebecca cornered her. "Mom, elevate your hospitality." Fare was plain. Ambience chilly. Appreciate their desire to connect. Appreciate? The onslaught, judgments, fiscal hemorrhage? Indignation smoldered. Nightfall relegated Mary to the sofa. Beds commandeered. Amid cacophonous snores she pondered. Control eroded via endless affirmatives. Yes to childcare amid health checkups. Yes to David's gatherings slaving away. Yes to emergency advances for frivolities. Loneliness peaked in their presence, their affection a facade for utility. Sunrise amplified her sofa-induced aches. Infants' cries roused the horde. Kids thundered through. Noah scavenged the fridge. Coffee grounds? Cereal milk. No cereal unprepared. Breakfast alternative? Remaining 6 eggs scrambled? He scoffed. 20 souls? Laughable. Town run for substantial supplies. Emily proffered a foul laundry sack. Cleanse these babies' overnight mishap. Simpler washing here. Kids clamored. Starving grandma. Robert. Authentic coffee sans instant? Rebecca refreshed from Mary's bed. Morning meal set? David's impatient. Insufficient stock. Plan ahead, Mom. Compile a list shop. We'll oversee the premises. David. Snag cigarettes, beers, grill charcoal. Paul. Weekend family feast. Summon nearby kin, swell to 30. Procure meats. Extra $500? Unfeasible. Unaffordable. Skimp not, Emily retorted. Hotel savings afford extravagance. Pantry crackers devoured by kids. Floors crumb-littered. My final stash. Greedy mom, Rebecca scolded. Hungry children. No cooking from you. Epiphany struck. Necessity, not affection. Familial guise for leeching. Agreed, Mary stated serenely. Town-bound. Grins signaled perceived triumph. Yet Mary's agenda diverged. The solitary drive rejuvenated. Cafe detour for coffee reflection. Waitress. Kin woes? Deepest cuts. Precisely. Jeremy Stone's legal firm next. Tale unleashed. Encroachment, exactions, depletion. Mrs. Albright, abuse, monetary, sentimental. Kinship, no license for plunder. Property yours. Refusal to depart equals intrusion. Bill as lodging. Legal frontiers. Emancipating. Contract drafted. Tariffs for accommodations, repasts, amenities. Rights delineated. Bank visit. Ledgers revealed $520 expended in 48 hours. $300 remnant. Richard. Elder exploitation common. Institute expenditure caps. Fortified market. $50 basics, no excesses. 3-hour return outcries. Delayed. Meets Alish absent. Unpurchased. Budget barren. Hush then tempest. Miserly. Hidden reserves assumed. Statements proffered. Reality. Disbursed on you. David. Contribution. $200 aggregate. Martha's entrance, veggie basket in tow. Greetings. Kin aiding costs. Uneasy denial. Families offset burdens. Martha opined sagely. Kitchen confab. Exploitation evident. Erect barriers. Return. Contract unveiled. $200 yields flooring. Singular rice beans repast. Slotted ablutions. Comprehensive. $2,800. Uproar. Yells, weeps, culpability. Thomas appalled. Menacing. No menace choices. Remunerate, minimal or depart. Martha's discreet ovation. Departure elected, frenzied packing. Rue this isolation. Dignity solitary preferred. Serenity reinstated as vehicles receded. Martha's supper. Stew rice, twilight veranda. Liberated. Profoundly. Half year hence. Garden flourished. Plum tomatoes, lush roses. Town comrades, artistry sessions. Rebecca's pleas. Apologies, dear incapable. Rage yielded to resignation. Insights. Affection mutual. Benevolence bounded. Worth recoverable eternally. Dawn rituals. Avian melodies brew flora hydration. resilient akin to her verdure.